Alright, if you had trouble with any of the questions 25 through 32 on the practice test that we took Thursday, this is the video you should watch. 25 says the radius and height of a cylinder are 4 centimeters and 10 centimeters respectively. What is the radius of another cylinder with the same height but half the volume? So what I did was I drew me a picture. So I have a cylinder. I know the radius is 4 and I know the height's 10. So I wanted to find the volume, so I looked at the volume. Here's the volume formula. Now remember, capital B doesn't stand for base, it stands for the area of the base, which would be a circle here. So that's going to be pi times 4 squared times 10, which gives me 160 pi. What is the radius of another cylinder of the same height, so it's another cylinder but half the volume? So I've got a skinnier one. I know it still have a height of 10, but I don't know the radius. That's what I want to find. So if it's got half the volume, I need to divide the volume by 2. That would give me 80 pi. So I want to find the radius. So I would say pi times r squared times 10 equals 80 pi. So to solve for r, I need to eliminate the pi, and I need to eliminate the 10. So I'm going to divide by both of those. So the pi's cancel and the 10's cancel. Pi's cancel. So I know r squared equals 80 divided by 10 is 8. So to find the value of r, I need to take the square root of both sides. So that gives me b 2 square roots of 2. 26. What is the volume of a cone if the height is 12 inches and the radius is 1/3 the height? So again, I need to go to my formula sheet for a cone. So that's going to be 1/3 capital B, which is going to be pi times r squared times the height is 12. Now it doesn't tell me what the radius equals, but it says it's 1/3 of the height. So if the height is 12, then 1/3 of that would be 12 times 1/3, which equals 4. So I'm going to change my r to be a 4. So I need to say 1/3 times pi times 4 squared times 12, which would give me 64 pi. So my answer is B. Number 27. The lengths of the sides of a triangle are 2m squared plus 7, 7m minus 4, and 5m squared minus 4m. Which expression denotes the perimeter? Now remember, perimeter is the distance around a shape. So to do that, you want to add. And remember, you can only add like terms. So I'm going to start with my squares. If I want to add 5m squared and 2m squared, that's going to give me 7m squared. So that eliminates C. And then I want to add my m's. So I'm going to add my m's. And if I add my m's, that gives me 7m and negative 4m. So 7 plus negative 4 is 3m. So that would have to be answer choice A, because B doesn't have 3m, nor does D. Number 28. Which of the following is equivalent to I squared? Now remember, you need to be in mode 2 whenever you're doing i's or imaginary numbers, because that's your complex mode. Alright. It won't let you do powers larger than 2. So I wrote down I times I times I 11 times. So that tricked the calculator into doing that. And that's going to tell me that my answer is negative I. So my answer is C. 29. What is the simplified product of 4 plus 5i and negative 1 plus 2i? Now remember, again, you need to be in mode 2 for i's. And product means to multiply, so you're simply going to put it in the calculator exactly like this to get your answer. So my answer should be D, negative 14 plus 3i. Number 30. What is the sum of negative 17 plus 6i and 12 plus 15i? Again, whenever you have i's, you need to be in mode 2. Sum tells you that you're supposed to add, so you want to put it in the calculator exactly like this. And your answer should be negative 5 plus 9i, which would be B. Number 31, which of the following is equivalent to negative 4th root of 9 to the 5th power? So you want to write this in exponential form. Your negative stays the same. Your base of 9 stays the same. Remember, your root is your denominator, so it would go in my denominator of my exponent, and my power is my numerator, so that would be my numerator. So my answer would be A.